I've caught a glimpse of the guy out there.
But he hasn't noticed another swimmer who's in serious trouble.
He was drowning.
When you're in the Can-Am and you know you've got to get someone, all you want to do is just gas it, put your foot down and get there, but you can't.
The whole beach was packed. My first thought was, you know, how are we going to get to this bloke in time?
Lifeguards are trained to identify problem swimmers before they get into trouble.
Having a little bit of trouble, just put your hand up and we'll come and give you a bit of a hand. 3 swimmers out in front. Guys, please return to shore.
The head there, they're doing double arm backstroke, just keep your eye on him.
Troy is sent to check on a weak swimmer deep in Backpacker's Rip. The swimmer is not in immediate danger of drowning, but Troy errs on the side of caution.
Try to spin yourself? How far in is it? You can go back that way, or you can... That way? You a bit tired? A little bit, but I'm good. Sure? Yeah.
But after initially declining a ride back to shore, it's soon clear the tiring swimmer is no match for the strong Rip.
You going off on? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Set on, like a surfboard. There you go.
Troy must time his return to the beach with care. As a large wave looms, he only has seconds to react. The swimmer is about to get the ride of his life.
Not bad from Troy then. He was nose diving for all money, but
Nose diving. Yeah, thanks. All right, just next time, see the red and yellow flags. Yeah, we got a bit of a good wave in. Had to get right back because we nearly nose dived, so yeah, it was lucky.
Jeremy is a visiting student from Washington. He's just had one of the best rides at the Bondi Fun Park, all for free.
It was just fun. We're just riding in like you were surfing, except lying down. So
you didn't think we were going to nose dive?
No.
At one stage I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got lucky then, I guess.
I thought we were going to know, yeah.
It was fun though.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I was fine. I was swimming all the way out. I was in the tide. He's like, do you want to go on a ride? So I said yes. I got to ride on a surfboard, like surfing in.
Yeah?
But like face first, so it was
On
sick.
the surfboard?
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool.
It was very cool.
That's awesome.
You're a celebrity now, man.
wow. What a way to see the sunrise. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh, you're the best, mate. There's a choir in the middle of the beach and everyone's down here.
You gotta tell me these things.
Why don't you go and have a look? You get a bit of culture into you.
No, right.
Bondi, where every new day brings a new surprise. The world's great fun parks, the shows are always free and there's professional supervision.
Take you away, come please with me to my merry-go-round in the sea. We can paddle our way, yes, paddle our way through sand and sun. I wanna take
All comers are welcome at Bondi. Well, not quite all.
About to subtly come through, direct on shore. When you get the direct on shores at Bondi, you get blue bottles in a very short period. Prevention's always better than cure.
Despite the warnings, the invaders claim a steady stream of casualties.
Hurts?
Yeah, like usual.
It's quite a nasty experience. It will sting you quite badly.
Known also as a Portuguese man of war, blue bottle tentacles can stretch up to 10 metres.
Take some, matey.
They inject their toxin into the skin through tiny barbs.
If you're stung, it's like a blue thread. Remove the thread. That's the most important thing.
The initial burning sensation is intense, but as the toxins spread to the glands in the groin or armpits, the pain can be excruciating.
What it does, it goes in your lymph system. Have you got the pressure?
It's already there.
The best way to prevent it is not to go in the water. I know that sounds funny,
but that's the one. A day like today, I wouldn't be swimming.
You went all over my body.
You'll be right, sweetie. Yeah, it's full on up here, man. We've had about 60 people already come up.
Stings are best treated with ice, but some sprays can help reduce the irritation.
That's good.
In the shower.
Yeah, I hate blue bottle days. People don't deal with the stings very well.
But it'd be better if people realised as soon as the blue bottle signs come up that they don't go in the water. But, you know, the longer I work in this job, the more I realise that people, well...
While some have trouble understanding the signs, others are so tough, they ignore them.
In Hawaii, we've got a lot of big tiger sharks. That doesn't keep me out of the water there. I plan on going in. You know, it's not like it's gonna kill you. It's just gonna sting you a little bit. Go big or go to hell home.
On holiday from the States, Seamus isn't going to let a few blue bottles spoil his show.
It's not too far that way.
They're telling me where to go.
Throwing caution to the wind, Seamus takes his chances with the blue invaders.
Yeah, he's going in. Mr. Tough, he's going in. Hopefully in about 5 minutes he'll be up here screaming.
We didn't get started, 3 of us.
How do you do? What the hell? Makes life adventure.
Seamus has escaped the blue bottles in the water, but there's a blue menace on the sand.
It'll be interesting to see whether he takes on the challenge and wraps one around his arm. There's a rumour going around that you don't feel the pain from these sort of things. Is that? Basically, you want to let one bite me, I guess. I'm just wondering if you don't feel the pain, then you would maybe want one on your arm. How does that feel? That's not bad at all. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. For a child, yeah. That's gonna hurt like hell, but not for no man. Seamus was, he looked like a bit of a tough guy. I dare say it would have hurt him. And, looking back, I did go a bit easy on him. Like, if I was a bit crueler, I would have wrapped it right around and left it on his arm. But I'm a bit of a softie, unfortunately.
But there's another tough guy who's honest about how much it hurts. Dogs aren't allowed on the beach. Now Missy is paying the price with a blue bottle sting between her toes. Time for a consultation with another Bondi vet.
Trying to wash his foot and he's drinking all the water. Here, come in.
You got some stingos, Ben?
Yeah, get some stingos. There. Okay. All done.
Thanks, you guys.
That's all right, good luck. Good as you.
As fast as they came, a wind change blows the blue bottles back out to sea. Danger gone. The Bondi Fun Park is back in action.
Sometimes things don't look so good. No things that you should be doing.
Lifeguards patrolled Bondi between dawn and late afternoon. Outside these hours, the beach is still open, but swimmers enter the water at their own risk.
Attention all the swimmers in the water. The lifeguards are now starting to pack up, so please stay very close to shore.
At pack up, a group of 3 inexperienced swimmers have ventured into the surf. Although close to the shore, they're suddenly in the clutches of a rip. Disregarding knockoff, lifeguards race 400 metres to South Bondi. Seconds count as the swimmers are now well out of their depth.
Go for the one near chalk.
Still filming in the surf, a Bondi Rescue cameraman rushes to help.
Come on, come this way.
But as the swimmer struggles for air, panic takes hold. Even though he can now stand, he's panicking.
Come on. Hey. Come this way.
After knockoff, lifeguards Reidy and Luke have scrambled to help.
Come this way.
But while one swimmer is back on his feet, his 2 friends are still in deep trouble.
They were playing on the water's edge and on the edge of the bank and just fell into the rip.
It's all right. Come on. Head forward, head forward.
On that Luke, he's looking in, looks absolutely mashed.
One of the men is badly affected, may have taken in water. He's out of the surf, but not yet out of danger. Maxi had come to Bondi for a late swim with his friends.
I just want them to sit him down and wait, because he's staggering.
Luke soon realises what helped contribute to the emergency.
You haven't been drinking? Smelled like some alcohol. Yeah, you did, yeah, that's it, you know. Shouldn't swim when you've been drinking like that. Very dangerous, as you can see, you know.
If Maxi has taken water into his lungs, the complications could be dire.
Swallow some water there, or? Yeah, how much do you think? Fluid gets stuck in your lungs, and you can die. It's very serious. You should go and just get checked out, just get cleared.
You shouldn't even think about it. You should just go there now.
It's difficult to tell whether Maxi is alcohol affected or sick from ingesting water. He leaves the beach, but soon needs more help.
Feeling good? Still, what from? Can't move your legs. Was that you felt like that before you went in the water, or is it since you come out? Since you come out.
Luke and Reidy decide to call paramedics.
Your lungs are nice and clear, okay? How do you feel?
I'm feeling very weak.
We'll pop you up to the hospital and get you checked out anyway, okay?
Maxi will be kept under observation. He's unlikely to forget about the dangers of strong rips, poor swimmers, and alcohol. As the days get shorter, the crowds get smaller. Now lifeguards begin to wind down.
That little hint of winter in the air, particularly in the mornings, and you know that things are really going to start to slow down soon.
I love this time of year, actually. Kind of take your foot off the pedal.
And it's a chance for some, like veteran H, to relive a few memories.
I used to surf this in 1962. Before school, from here to the reef, it used to run right along here. Oh, it's like going back in time, mate. I just feel like I've met my young spirits again.
While H rides a wave of nostalgia, beginners are just starting out. But the fun is over for one surfer. A stray surfboard washes ashore, but the owner is nowhere to be seen.
So we're trying to determine whose board it is and where they are.
When you see a board without a surfer, it always worries you because the surfer's normally not too far away or they're normally paddling after it. But I watched it for a little while and it would just stay there on its own and no one claimed the board.
Lifeguards must respond urgently. If the missing surfer isn't on the beach, he or she could still be in the water. Or worse still, under it.
Come down and back you up.
Disregarding their own safety, lifeguards have no time to put on life jackets in the rush to find the surfer. If they've been knocked unconscious, every second counts.
I'm really hoping to find someone that's going to claim the board very shortly, because there's a real sort of sick feeling in my stomach at the moment.
Lifeguards Kobe and Brad search for a missing surfer whose board has just washed ashore.
There's so many things that could have happened, and I just don't want anyone to have drowned. I don't really care whatever else has happened. As long as no one drowns, I'm happy.
After 10 minutes searching on land and sea, there's still no sign of the surfer.
Mate, I think it's a good idea getting the chopper. It's going to give you a peace of mind, you know. They'll see everything.
Lifeguard 1 has just got in contact with me and they'll be flying over in the next 2 minutes.
The Westpac rescue chopper arrives, given the grisly task of spotting anyone under the water.
It's happened in previous years where guys may paddle out and take their own life for one reason or another, and that was in the back of my head.
Finally, they give the all clear.
Chopper did a really good search. They were really happy that there's no bodies within 300 or 400 metres. They checked the rocks. They can clearly see the bottom. So they're really happy that there's no body out there, which makes me really happy as well.
We're going to report to the police. you know, all the authorities know about it, so just keep a bit of an eye out. Nice nick, hey? Surfline Hawaii. Beauty.
This is a Aipa. He's from Hawaii. He's a real great shaper. Still shaping today.
It's freshly waxed though.
That's today.
Weirdo.
Until the owner collects the prized board, there's really only one sensible thing to do. Over the summer season, trainees Maxi and Dunstan have been trying their hardest to qualify as fully fledged lifeguards. Dunstan, 19 and on the beach for his first year, was thrown into the deep end and came out swimming.
The hat over his eyes, so if he wants to look up.
Definitely my dream job. I couldn't think of anything better than what I'm doing right now, that's for sure. Probably my main weakness is I'm probably a bit quiet, not as lively as Max. I don't have ADD, but I still I do the job.
Maxi, 17, has now been a trainee for 2 seasons.
Not many people could say they get their dream jobs at 16. I'm really stoked.
It's come a long way, but does he have what it takes to become a professional lifeguard?
Just snap straight off.
You need to explain yourself, Maxi, when you're done.
Whatever you do, don't ding my board.
My weaknesses are probably watching things. My attention span's a bit dub. But yeah, I reckon that's my only weakness.
Maxi and Dunstan are keen to advance to fully fledged lifeguards, but there's only one position available.
I've got 2 trainees sitting outside waiting their fate. They're both coming up to the end of their traineeship. They've both got their strengths and weaknesses, both great in the water, and they've proved themselves during the summer there. I just got to make a decision on which one, so one will get the nod and one won't.
When the time comes, if I get knocked out, obviously I'll be bumming, but there's nothing much you can do. Just maybe work at Macca's. I don't know, do something.
Judgment time has arrived.
Your traineeship is coming up towards the end of the for the season. Yep. So I've got good news, but only for one of you. All right, guys. You know your traineeship is coming up towards the end of the for the season.
It's judgment day for trainees Dunstan and Maxi. The 2 rookies are vying for a position as a fully fledged lifeguard.
I've got good news, but only for one of you. So this year, Dunstan will go through your traineeship. So you've successfully got through that. You've pulled through this summer and you've got to start.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Can't wait, eh? Get back on, it's going to be sick.
But now Maxi either faces another year as a trainee or being dropped from the service.
Then with Maxi, we're looking at probably leaving you for another 12 months in the traineeship. So that'll start again in June, and then you'll run through another full year to try and bring you up a little bit more and hopefully a bit more maturity as well.
I'm pretty stoked I'm here for another full year. Thought Hoppo was just going to pin me, kick me out.
Oh, it's unreal. It's everything to me at the moment. Like if Hoppo said no, then I would have been crushed, crushed. But like, yeah, I'm back on, so I get to reapply for next year, and stoked. I can't wait.
Look, I get to work another winter in the summer.
But Maxi's going to face even more competition next season. The lifeguard service has just started an academy to choose 2 new trainees.
We want to see you guys have fun. We want to see your personalities. We want to see how you go in the water.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
9 young hopefuls are spending a week on Bondi, proving they've got what it takes to become a lifeguard. They include Jake, 18, from Sydney's northern beaches.
I've always wanted to be a lifeguard, but this course has definitely boosted it up like 100%.
Then there's Alex and Tom, 16-year-old twins from Byron Bay.
You just got to try your hardest, and that pushes you to your limits. Having the brother in front, and then when you beat past them, they sort of pull back, and then you're there. pull back. Gives him more of a reason to try her best and smash it.
And perhaps there'll be a girl on the team. 16-year-old Kelsey from nearby Maroubra.
Oh, it'd mean a lot. I've wanted it for a while now, thinking about it for a while, so getting the job would be amazing.
It's a good opportunity for kids to come and see how we work with the lifeguards as a group, see if that's the right career path they want to choose. And you know, Dunstan and Maxi worked out fantastic for us, and Dunstan's almost out of his time now, so we're looking for someone to fill his shoes. I think this group, we're going to get someone good.
The future is in good hands as the season winds down. Australia is in the grip of the most intense heatwave in 79 years.
Sydney sweltered today with temperatures getting to over 43 degrees.
Scores of people flock to the beach, all searching for relief.
Today's crowd's going to be like 60,000 people just on this little space of sand.
I can almost guarantee that people are going to be dropping left, right and centre today.
It's going to be a busy day today.
Mid-morning, and it's already 38 degrees.
But the sun is really hot.
Oh, I was dying. God bless you.
By midday, it's 41 degrees on the sand.
Just had a girl roll off the beach and she just collapsed pretty badly.
Probably about 130, 140.
Ambulance, please.
Did this make you feel better?
The poor lady behind me, she's just hopped off a plane a couple of days ago from winter in Korea and straight into 40 degrees, boom. She's felt the full effect of an Australian summer.
How's your head? Dizzy?
Left untreated, heat stroke can lead to cardiac arrest. But just when it seems the temperature can't rise any further, Sydney makes world headlines.
Sydney is the hottest place on Earth right now. I've never experienced a heat like it. It's too hot to walk on the sand.
Sydney's temperature peaks at 47.3 degrees.
Everyone's trying to hog the freezer.
Just chilling.
They've come to cool off, but dozens of beachgoers are overheating.
The sand is just mayhem. People are dropping like flies left, right and centre.
Thank you very much.
1 p.m. and lifeguards have already treated 15 separate heat stroke cases.
It's way too hot.
6 lifeguards fan out across 1 kilometre of sand, with Ryan left to man the tower alone.
Yeah, go ahead.
He may be enjoying the air conditioning, but it's no less stressful.
The guy in the tower, I reckon, has the most pressure on him, especially if you're up there by yourself and you're watching the whole shoreline, like you're watching the whole beach.
Bondi Essential to Beauty, mate. Any update?
Today, Ryan's vantage point is especially critical for lifeguards on the beach.
Being an afternoon and an incoming tide, there's not a lot of room for us in the Can-Am to move on the water's edge. There's people everywhere. We need his eyes on that corner because our vision was interrupted by all the people on the beach.
Yeah, Can-Am, Ryan, mate, if you see people in that corner, even if they're looking semi-all right, let us know. Yeah, copy, mate.
A knock at the door, and Ryan is momentarily distracted.
There's 2 police officers conducting an investigation, so yeah, you know, that's a minute that anything could happen in the water. When I sat back down, started looking at the water again, there was a guy and he wasn't in a good place.
Ryan has identified a man struggling near the icebergs pool.
Bondi Essential to South Canada.
Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, mate, there's one bloke in the corner, not looking too well.
Copy, we'll go down and move him, mate.
You can kind of tell from the tone of the voice from the person who's in the tower how quickly he should get there. And Ryan's called us pretty casually.
Ryan is watching this man.
He just made his feet, so yeah, no rush.
But he hasn't noticed another swimmer who's in serious trouble. Fortunately, Jake and Beardy think this is the man that Ryan is talking about.
I caught a glimpse of the guy out there. He was drowning.
When you're in the Can-Am and you know you've got to get someone, all you want to do is just gas it, put your foot down and get there, but you can't.
It was high tide and the whole beach was packed. My first thought was, you know, how are we going to get to this bloke in time?
Jake and Beardy are 100 metres from the man who is panicking.
It's just so frustrating, you know, where you want to go, you know, how you got to get there, but so many roadblocks, you just can't get there quick enough. Am I going to get to him before he drowns? Like, he was climbing the ladder.
Should be swimming in this corner. Someone will drown.
I could hear him yelling from the shoreline. You know you're going to get there, but it's just a matter of when you get there, is he going to be on the surface or is he going to be on the bottom?
Two surfers hear the man's screams.
Surfer looked over and just paddled as hard as he could.
It's all timing down here, and we're just lucky that there were people around.
22-year-old Biplap is an IT student from Nepal.
Maybe another 10 or 20 seconds and he would have been pretty close to going under.
I was getting so much panic that I can't think about the thing. I'm just calling them to help. That's much.
We all were feeling so helpless because none of us could go there and save him.
Now I feel so lucky. Like I feel like I get new life.
It's not uncommon for lifeguards to get assistance from surfers.
I think I kind of saw him. I turned around as he was going under, yeah, so just tried to help.
Beardy gives Ryan recognition for spotting the rescue, unaware that Ryan had his eyes on another swimmer.
I tried to play it down and keep everyone calm and that, but yeah, I did stuff up. Beardy's, you know, he's always understanding in that, but he will give you the, oh, that's not good enough, which, you know, makes you work harder. But yeah, now I've got to own up for it.
A lifeguard's primary role is to police the water. But sometimes they enforce law and order on the sand as well.
Get the f***ing camera off my face right now!
They may not carry badges,
Who the f*** are you?
but these boys in blue always have an eye out for unpleasant visitors.
What is going on?
Just calm down.
You're breaching the laws of the land.
Yeah, I seen two gentlemen running up to the tower, and when people are sprinting to the tower, you know something's a bit iffy.
What did you say?
I said, jump in the buggy, take me down and show me, and then we'll sort out what the go is.
The man, a French tourist, has limited English.
Then he said, little man with little girl, and I still couldn't understand. Then he made a little kiss motion. Oh, a man's tried to kiss a little girl, and he said, yes.
It's a matter for police.
Police right here.
But Bondi's other boys in blue are currently occupied.
So we got to find him, locate him, and just keep monitoring on him until police can come down and take him away.
Just get down there and find the safety as well.
One of the victims recalls what happened.
This 23-year-old guy, he was drunk, came up and kissed my mate on the cheek. She's only 15. And then he followed us into the water. And then when he couldn't get my mate, he came to me and chucked me into the water, but didn't get my consent to do that.
On the shoreline, lifeguards identify the man.
Yeah, Brazilian blonde looking bloke with light blue boardage with palm tree patterns on it.
I could smell alcohol on him. I told him just to stay still and stuff, and he got up and ran back in the water.
He just chasing that little girl out of the water. Yeah, cover it.
All I want to do is just try and hold him until the police arrive, and those young girls will be fine and they can go carry on with their day. When I got down there and I started speaking to the guy, straight away I could pick up the guy's straight on the defensive.
On the hottest day of the year, this is the hottest place on the beach.
At the time, you know, I was really hyped, you know. Then when we started talking, he kind of knew something was up, and that's when he actually stood up towards me. I thought, we're going to fight here in a minute, you know.
Harrison attempts to cool things down.
That's when you say, look, police are going to come down here and have a chat. If you've done nothing wrong, stay.
On foot down.
The cop was there, you know, he goes up to him and said, look, there's accusations that you've been, you know, harassing young girls. And at this stage, he gave the bloke two options. You can come up on your own terms, or if you're going to play up, we're going to have to handcuff you, and we have to take you up that way in front of everyone. And he kept on arcing up.
Without a partner, the police officer faces a solo arrest with a man who won't go willingly.
And that's where things escalated once again.
Police are apparently arresting this guy.
And obviously enough's enough. It just happened so quickly.
It looks like they've got him handcuffed behind his back.
I think the last time I arrested someone was probably playing cops and robbers in the schoolyard.
Are you being serious? Like, if you comprehend, sort it out.
Police must investigate the serious allegations.
I can't feel my hand.
Sit down. Sit down, buddy. Did you bring a wallet down to the beach, buddy?
No.
You don't?
No. I was at the beach. I was taking a dip. Check me out.
No wallet?
No wallets, nothing.
How did you get here?
Bus.
Where's your Opal card? How did you pay for the bus?
I paid cash.
Cash?
Yeah.
Where's your cash?
Where's your cash? Where's my cash? I gave it to the bus.
Okay, how are you getting home?
Huh?
You heard me? How are you getting home if you don't have
How
any
am
money?
I getting home? I have friends that lives here in Bondi. I don't know. I don't even know why you guys brought me here. Like, what did I do wrong?
Approaching minors and kissing them.
Bro, I didn't kiss anyone. And guess what?
I'm not gonna argue
Let's
with
go.
you.
Let's go to the court, and I'm charging you, and I'm charging this guy.
Are you drunk?
I'm not drunk.
You're not drunk?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. No.
Are you on any medication?
Okay, to be honest, yes. I took couple pills.
Police have got him. It's really quite challenging, actually, to capture these people and get witnesses sometimes.
Do you have any evidence against me? If you don't, I'm gonna sue you.
Some older girls from the group arrive to make statements.
I kept running away from him, but he kept following. And then that's when he threw me in the water and told him not to do it. And then he was like, but I didn't do anything wrong and all this stuff. But he obviously did if he touched us. That's just not on if you don't have their permission. It's something you don't want to experience when you come to the beach on a really hot day, planning on just swimming and having fun with your friends.
The man was charged with indecent assault of a minor.
Temperatures are rising down here at the beach, and also the tempers are rising of a few people, so we just try and mediate it all, make sure no one drowns in between.
The hottest day in 79 years has been a relentless slog.
It's most probably been the busiest day of our season so far.
At 6 p.m, a southerly change blows in and the relief is instant.
I wish it happened at 12 o'clock today. It's been an absolute scorcher.
The temperature plummets to 25 degrees, almost half what it was earlier.
Be glad to go home in about 40 minutes.
6:45 p.m. The flags go down and lifeguards deliver their final warnings.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The lifeguards have taken the red and yellow flags down for the day. So the beach is closed. Essentially, you are swimming at your own risk. If you are not a strong swimmer, we do recommend you go home and come back tomorrow. Thank you.
We were just about to walk out the door and I just spotted these two girls. These two younger girls just in that little rip there. I might just head down just really quickly. Oh, they're so young, they're so helpless.
In time-critical rescues, the lifeguard in the passenger seat goes first.
Yeah, she's putting her hand up.
Yeah, boy, his hand's gone up.
But Jethro is only just returning to full duties after a dislocated shoulder.
Since returning to work from my shoulder, it was the first time I've been in the buggy, going flat stick, going to a rescue where you know that it's life or death.
Both hands up. I cleared that area out before I came up, about 10 minutes ago. Go.
There was a thought in the back of my head that, like, this is the first time you're going to paddle real hard.
Go.
The fate of these two girls weighs on Jethro's shoulders.
I could see that they were youngish girls and the fear was in their eyes.
They're both like crying, eh?
They're little, they should have. I don't know where their mum or someone is.
They were screaming for help when I was paddling out, so you just got to go. You got to go hard.
They might not make it in.
You really don't know how long they got left in them to fight.
Jethro learns why the girls couldn't hear earlier warnings from lifeguards. Because they're deaf.
They looked at each other in a weird way as if like to acknowledge what was going on, and they worked together as a team, and yeah, never seen anything like it.
The young girls are sisters. On shore, Harrison looks for their parents.
If I could hear the screams 50 metres away on the beach, surely the parents could hear the screams.
Is that the mum on the shore in the black shirt?
It's the grandmother. She's dead.
The grandmother has been trying to signal the girls for the last 10 minutes.
She was on the water's edge helpless. She couldn't let anyone know that her kids are in trouble. She couldn't run up to us, you know. She just started doing sign language to me, and I felt my heart sunk a bit, actually.
We didn't know we was moving back, and yeah. Me and Samantha thought it was gonna be fun way back, but we would drown because water splashed over my face. I told Samantha, why say help?
When you're out in the water, you hear, you know, the seagulls, the crashing of the waves. They couldn't hear anything. Not being able to hear anything or knowing that the lifeguard's coming to get you, that'd be your worst nightmare.
I learned from school about RIP, and I thought it might be RIP, so I do follow what teacher taught us, so help, yeah.
Jethro's first serious rescue since returning to full duties is a resounding success.
Down here we see people from so many different walks of life, and it definitely makes you reflect and realise how good our job is down here at the beach.
Thank you.
When you rescue two girls like that, yeah, it feels really good to send them home.
You know, there's been a number of weeks now where it's been very hazy in the morning of an evening, and there was a few weeks ago we actually had a really bad day where the visibility was so bad at the beach. We had to have pretty much all the guys on a rip just so we can keep an eye on everyone.
Australia is in the grip of the worst bushfires on record.
This is as bad as it gets.
A bushfire the size of a small country.
Flames tearing through 25,000 hectares.
Just 1/3 of the way through summer, and 29 people have lost their lives. 2,500 homes have been destroyed.
A danger that's not going away.
Burning since the middle of the year, the fires have earned the name the Forever Fires.
Yeah, it's really smoky.
Down the beach, we've had really bad visibility. It's been really keeping the numbers back. People aren't really out there training, and it's actually been pretty eerie.
Looking at the boys down south, I'm sure you got it. It's just two in those backpacks.
Initial reports that come through that there was 2 heads out there drowning. So I headed out on the board. Don't want any trouble out the back of backpackers. It's just too strong, that rip.
Once through the break, Harries realises only one person needs assistance.
When I got out there, it was just one. And it was a little Irishman, a little leprechaun. And he couldn't believe where he was, and, you know, he was so grateful to see me.
On holidays from Northern Ireland, 26-year-old Lee Patton has an interesting turn of phrase.
That concert, what's wrong, eh? I was...
Yeah, once more, this time with the translation.
That concert, what's wrong, eh? I was... Hey, really? Aye, that man saved my ass, I'm not even joking. I couldn't breathe out there and none. Why, it's scary out there, eh?
I was actually chatting to this Irishman and I couldn't understand a word he was saying. He was just speaking his own dialect out there.
I can swim like as well, like that's just crazy. Swear to God, me, I was near a heart attack. Thought I was gone, you know. That's the first time I thought I was going to die.
Really?
The water swear me. That was very scary.
Thankful for the rescue, Lee wants to buy Harries a drink.
Please get a beer or something.
No, we'll get a beer together. Please, no, don't, no. Like every good Irishman, they want to have a beer to say thank you. As long as you're fine, no, please. I had to say no, I can't actually drink down while I'm working on the beach. So he gave me $20 for the bushfire appeal. Come here, legend.
If language wasn't on Lee's side today, at least Lady Luck was.
It looks like you got your 4-leaf clover, buddy.
I'll never forget you, mate. Promise you, mate. I'm getting high there.
As well as being a lifeguard, Maxi is a professional firefighter.
You're an hour from the actual action, and as you're driving down the freeway trying to get to these little townships, you're getting red messages sent saying they're losing multiple houses. You try and get there as quick as you can, and every second literally counts.
Just over an hour south of Sydney, Maxi's unit was fighting a fire front 60 kilometres wide as it moved towards the town of Buxton.
You know, a number of houses got lost, you know, and unfortunately 2 firefighters passed away. You know, it's a real deal. And I don't think we're going to get a breather anytime soon. They're predicting extreme weather conditions for the next 2 months, right up to, there's no rain right up till March apparently, so there's fires burning everywhere. And you know, I'm back on shift again tomorrow, and we'll see where I could end up anywhere.
Fighting fires one day, keeping swimmers safe the next. 28-year-old Maxi is working on 2 front lines.
So even though I know it's a small town, I still go deep, because you never know, mate, you never know.
Midday, and Maxi patrols the centre of the beach with Wally.
This kid was near the flags, but not in between the flags, and he got caught in a rip on the side of the flags.
Go for a paddle, brother. You guys, I'm in here front of the main stairs.
It went that quick, and I had to act.
Maxi's going in.
Maxi identifies the person in trouble as a young boy.
Yeah, when it's a kid, you're starting to really rip in, dig deep, and try and paddle as fast as you can. They haven't got a lot of fight in them, so you need to get there as quickly as you can.
Swimming outside the flags, The boy has found the deep water of a rip.
A lot of the time, people don't realise that kids get lost in the water. Look around, mum and dad have been washed in or they're washed across and, you know, you've been swept out over to the channel and near the flags, so it happens quite often.
The boy is from Norway, on holidays with family members who were unaware their son had drifted into trouble.
You know, she did half a good job by having them swim near the flags, but not in between the flags. And where he was, there was no one around in that area. So, you know, hopefully for the rest of their time here in Australia, they swim between the flags.
The heat and dry conditions fueling Australia's bushfires are also driving crowds of people to Bondi.
Today's going to be hot. This is like a window of warm weather.
Parts of Sydney have seen the mercury edging towards 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's only 12 o'clock in the morning. There's already, looks like 20,000 people here. People are going to keep coming all arvo. Sun's going to come out, so the rip's going to come out when the people show up, and we're going to be on for a big one, I reckon.
Today, thousands of Bondi's visitors are from overseas.
Super busy time of year for us, this sort of Christmas, New Year period. Everyone's on holidays.
Sometimes the lifeguard's biggest problem is communication.
Sorry, we can't speak so much English. We are from Germany.
We don't speak English, sorry. What do you got to say for yourself?
Sorry?
I've got to see you.
Late afternoon, and everything appears to be under control as lifeguards discuss their positioning on the beach.
I think it's Joel coming to swap out with me at South Tower.
But then, an urgent message.
Sorry to interrupt, boys. I'm in front of a jet ski, someone's getting pulled out of the water.
Reports have come in that a lady has been dragged out of the water unconscious.
Someone's getting pulled out of the water in front of the jet ski.
I'm down the southern end of the beach in the Can-Am, and I've got to work my way through a really thick crowd along the shoreline. When you hear that come across the radio, so many things are going through your head. Are they breathing? Have they broken their neck?
Lifeguards are desperate for information, but the woman can hardly speak.
For me, it's a process of elimination and building up a case profile of the history that led up to the event.
Hey, just want to get on the radio update. She's taking in some water.
The woman from Iran is accompanied by her sister.
Does she have a condition?
Yeah, she has arrhythmia.
Heart arrhythmia is an irregular heartbeat, causing the heart to beat too slow or too fast. Then, new information is revealed.
Peter. In a forehead, right?
In a forehead?
Yes.
Yeah, so we might be treating it for a spinal.
Quickly we found out that it was a head knock. A surfer had hit her directly on the head.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll just try and support her head. All right.
She was in the recovery position, just conscious, eyes pretty much closed, very laboured breathing.
The two sisters have recently migrated to Australia.
She was from Iran, so we didn't understand what she was saying. We were lucky that her sister was there to interpret what she was actually saying.
You might vomit. There you go. Bondi incident to Central. What we call an ambo. It's taken a bit of water and potentially been hit by a surfboard, so could have knocked herself out.
Copy.
Why did she faint all of a sudden?
She could have been knocked out.
Yeah, from the blow.
Could be a concussion.
Oh my God.
Lifeguards are still unsure. Did the woman lose consciousness due to her heart condition or from the surfboard hitting her head?
Okay, so when did she blank out?
No. Yeah, she was okay, sort of, but like a minute after, she fainted.
She fainted.
Yeah.
Knocked out, maybe.
Yeah, she could be spinal.
The lifeguards got notified that there was a lady being dragged out of the water. Looks like she's been knocked out. She's conscious breathing, but they're treating it as a suspected spinal.
Finally, a man sheds light on the situation.
So I was in the sea and I saw the woman. She started to doesn't feel well and she fall down in the water. So I just pulled her out and tried
to the beach? Yeah, incident to Beatty, most likely taken some water after a brief concussion by getting hit by a surfboard out front. So, yeah, partial drowning, I guess.
Okay, so what I want you to ask her, and get her to squeeze your hands, so we'll get her in this position. So we know she's safe. Bring both arms around for us, sweetheart. Squeeze nice and hard. Yeah, she's got strength there, yeah.
The two women were swimming outside of the flags, in an area where surfing is permitted.
Get her to wiggle her toes, give her some movement.
Move this one for me. Yeah, and the other one?
Yeah, all right, then just in the back of the neck here, you just touch the back of the neck, Glenn. You can feel all this. Is there any pain there? No, just on your forehead. Yeah.
After stabilising the woman, lifeguards hand over to paramedics.
Yeah. Do you have any pain at the moment anyway? I'm going to push down here. Does that feel the same, better or different as the front? Any pain down here? We've got another crew coming down here as well, just to help us get her off the beach here. Okay.
Further assessments will be conducted at hospital.
Yeah, so this here is Gavin, so we're just going to roll when Gavin wants to and whatnot. If everyone's happy with that. Let's take this off.
1, 2, 3.
The paramedics have taken her to hospital. I have my suspicions that it was just a concussion, but I hope she's okay and it wasn't a suspected spinal.
On a beach which hosts 2.6 million visitors a year, Bondi is a mix of the weird and the wonderful. No two people are quite alike, and communication is often difficult.
No.
Sometimes the hardest language to understand is English.
First home to Bondi, live in London back home, so not used to the big waves and the currents. But I was just thankful the lifeguards were on top of their game.
While Bondi attracts visitors from all over the globe,
Bondi is very nice beach.
the lifeguard service is dominated by locals. An exception is Mario Marfella.
His Italian accent just brings me happiness.
Ciao Massimo il gladiatore. Ti amo.
You know, it just makes you want to speak Italian, learn Italian.
Io amo lavorare con Max. No, sorry. You know how I don't speak that much Italian anymore.
Hailing from Europe, Mario is the perfect delegate for tourists coming to Australia.
Not much action so far. People that come from Europe, they just go to the beach like they go home and they just swim everywhere. But what happened here, we get sharks and big surf. So we get a lot of current and lots of dangers. So it may not be the same like a home for them.
At the south end, Mario mans Bondi's newly installed tower, which is positioned directly in front of Bondi's notorious Backpackers Rip.
I was in the south tower and I noticed these two swimmers in the south corner having a bit of a trouble to come back on the shore. I'll make a few announcements on the mega.
Yeah, just attention, these two swimmers in front there, guys. Hello?
They couldn't hear me. Suddenly, like, I watched on the other side of the reef and there was a lady getting stuck in the middle of the Backpackers Reef.
Yeah, once again,
Mario fears the two swimmers will become separated and one board won't be enough. Backup is at the other end of the beach.
South Central also have another pier next off the sandbag on Backpackers, but the other two, they don't make any progress or any someone going on here.
Maxi must travel nearly a kilometre to assist Mario.
So a lot of time people don't realise they're in trouble until they're actually in trouble. And from that happening, you can be drowning instantly. You're in that channel for a longer period of time, and that's where you drown as well.
Kino and Seta are a mother and son on holiday from Sweden. Unaware that no flags means no swimming, they entered the water in South Bondi believing it was safe.
That's the dangerous currents of the beach. And my mother got stuck there and I swam in to assist her, warn her about it. I think she didn't realize that it could be that strong.
It's sort of a lesson for them, you know, to be rescued.
No, I think I could understand that it's so dangerous, yeah. So I just swim. I knew I can't swim, so, but it's ocean.
But yeah, lucky for them we're here.
Yeah, we'll definitely be careful.
Yeah, of course.
Smoke from bushfires continues to create a fog at Bondi. At Bondi's Surf Club, a bushfire appeal is bringing locals in to help out.
The local surf club, Bondi Surf Club, opened their hearts out to the community asking for a bushfire appeal. I'd never seen so many people from the community come down, bond together and give every type of gift possible to help out these people that have lost everything. Got my family here with H, and we're going to give them all this stuff. Here we are.
Hey, how are you? Hello, buddy.
We've got lots and lots of gifts to give.
Wonderful.
Lots of toys. It's just amazing what the community's doing down here. Everyone's jumped on board, giving toys, just giving food. We're all trying to help out as much as possible.
Surf Club member Narelle began the appeal to help other beach communities affected by fire.
We decided to start collections at the club.
Can we hand this over? Can you? You're so good.
We put a little shout out on Friday night, and that shout out on Friday night became this huge event that you see here.
The response from the community is overwhelming.
It's just so wonderful to see so many Australians come together, band together. It's what Australians do. Yeah.
Between the devastation that's happening and then watching people rally like this is kind of the flip side of it. So it's pretty amazing.
We've shouted out to the local Bondi community and the response has been overwhelming.
When the community comes together to give back, it makes me very proud to see that and to see people help, because I think over the years we've lost a lot of that, and when something major happens, it's good to see that that still exists and we can really help out.